swallow light, they chew it into afterbirth, and shadows pool like spoiled ink to write what daylight never heard. I found a tooth beneath my tongue, etched with symbols from the earth, each groove a map of veins gone cold, where something vast forgot its name. Fractals bloom in wallpaper, Euclidean angers burn, new geometries that weep in frequencies that crack the skull. The air tastes of static and copper, the chorus of worms beneath the floor hums the hymns of hollow men who traded bones for binary. Do you hear the clockwork breathe, each tick a suture in the sky, stitching voids where gods once bled, black milk into the roots of trees. My spine's a helix of old nails, each synapse sings in ultraviolet. The stars you see are teeth as well, they grin through telescopes unblinking. I tried to count my fingers once, they sprouted into calculus, equations squirming larval thin to chart the crawl space in my veins. Now clocks melt like dolly saints, and every door I open leads backward into the same room where my shadow gnaws its chains. Don't trust the faces in the glass, they're only echoes of the flesh that hasn't rotted yet. But hush, the void has grabbed me, listen close, it whispers in the negative. Time's a wound that cannot scar, and in the corner of your eye, a flicker, not a moth, a seam. Peel away, peel away, peel away. There's a hole where my reflection used to crawl.
Midnight gnaws the edges of my room. A shadow, not mine, peels from the wall, wearing my face but the ceiling drips static, voices stitch themselves from the hum of dead bones.
quieter there.
In the cradle of the skull, a chamber, not a guest, a tenant. I carve the question into my wrist. Whose mind is this? The wound spill, vowels of reverence. Now the shadow sits in my throat, sings lullabies in a mother's voice I never had. The walls clench like a fist. When dawn cracks, it finds me grinning with borrowed teeth. The house empty, the dark fed, and the thing in my head still chewing. In the attic of the mind where dust thinks, the walls grow eyes that blink in Fibonacci sequences. Clockwork spiders knit the hours with threads of static, thin and cold. Their legs tap theorems on your spine, a calculus of fractured bones. The mirror breathes, you count your teeth, but the sum swells with each recursion. Prime numbers hum in ultraviolet tongues, and your shadow peels itself from the floor, liquefying into a psalm of hungry angles. Third floor windows watch you chew your name. It tastes of chloroform and forgotten birthdays. The stairs unravel into envious throats, each step a synapse chewed to pulp. You've climbed this throat before, you've always climbed this throat before. Here, the stars are not stars, but where something shifts, wet and infinite, siphoning the heat from your breath to fuel geometries beyond the skull's cathedral. Your dreams are origami made of me, folded into shapes that humiliate Euclid. Hush, the dark is not a place but ever. It gnaws the edges of your vision, leaving crescents of teeth in the clock's face. You beg the void for silence, but the void is silence, and it has been screaming